I'm Todd Stewart from Atlanta, Georgia. What is your time, your investment, and your life?
Yes, that is GoTarryn Personal Training and GoTarryn TV. Todd, that's right. I'm Tarryn, the traveling trainer. And folks, when we return, we're going to have one of the very best fitness professionals here in the greater Atlanta area and at the Family Life Center, Ms. Susan Longley. We'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, we're back, and we're going to be giving Susan Longley a call.
Hello.
And we have Susan. Susan, how are you doing? It's Tarryn and Todd on GoTarryn TV.
Hey, how are you, Tarryn and Todd?
Very good, thanks. We're excited to have you on here, and this is just wonderful. Today we're going to be talking about Younger Next Year. We've told all the folks out there we're excited to have you on. And again, first and foremost, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us today.
Sure. Tarryn, do you want me to you want to go on my GoToMeeting?
What is GoToMeeting?
It's just you go to gotomeet.me/Susan, and you can just join the meeting, and we'll be on. Well, I can't record it though. That's right.
Yeah, I was going to say if you could video record it, then
yeah, I don't have the recording feature on that. I have no idea.
Todd, do you have that by any chance to be able to record the video?
I don't have assistance right here. I'm sure I do.
Okay, because I'm recording us now. It's hearing you just fine. Todd, can you hear Susan? Okay.
I can very much. Well, yes.
Yeah, I could hear you just fine, Susan. The only thing is we can't see your video. That's the only thing. It's going to come through as a split screen with just Todd and I.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead then.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Todd, I'll let you start. Let me be quiet for a second. I'll let Todd take over. Todd, we've done some research on Susan. For the folks out there, we can tell her a little bit about the website. We're going to plug that, of course. But what's your impression, Todd? I know you've met Susan at Family Life Center and, hit it off really well. And here we are to talk about her and the program she's running at Family Life Center, too.
I've noticed she assists in the elderly. And with what is it? It's the flex suspension training.
That's the TRX we're talking about.
Yes, right, the TRX, yes. Right. Yeah, I'm certified on TRX, right.
Core, back, abdomen, and hips. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Right.
Actually, it does just about everything.
I'm sorry?
It will do just about anything. You can work out anything on the TRX.
Right. And you work with not water aerobics, but with the tubes.
Actually, I do teach water aerobics classes there at the Family Life Center, and I also do water exercise. So I have some. I'm a personal trainer there, and I have some clients there that actually work with me in the water instead of on land.
Right.
Very good. That's impressive.
It's a better solution for people that may have arthritis or or any kind of injury or spinal surgery or a number of different conditions where they're not comfortable being on the machines or using the free weights, and just being in the water gives them the additional support that they need to be able to exercise.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Well said. And, Susan, I was going to ask you about this, too. With seniors, I know you work with a lot on balance, which is essential and key for a lot of the senior citizens. I don't know, Susan and Todd, if you're aware, but a couple of days ago at Family Life Center, there was a gentleman there, Josh, who I believe he's in his 90s, and actually jumped over the curb head first into a tree in his car. And was going pretty fast from what I was told. I didn't see it, but the witnesses were saying he was going pretty fast. So you saw that, Susan, or heard about that?
I didn't see it happen. I was there when it happened, but I didn't actually see it. So.
Yeah, that was pretty scary. So a lot of the
folks...
It was
pretty scary, right.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened, to be honest with you. I'm just assuming that He probably mistook the gas pedal for the brake, or vice versa, I guess. But yeah, so
yeah, always right.
That was terrible. But we do see a lot of the clientele with balance issues, and with obviously the book Younger Next Year. There's a program that Susan you were running at Family Life Center, I understand, on a weekly basis there. And I guess, can you tell the folks about that, and tell us how that's been going, and a little bit about the program, please.
Okay, basically what it was a book discussion group, because the book came out I guess about 10 or 12 years ago, and it's written by two people. One is a doctor, and one is one of his patients, and the other author is one of his patients. And they talk about the research that's been done into aging and what happens to your body as you age, and more than that, what you can do about it. Like what kind of interventions can you make to make sure that you have a aging process that doesn't leave you debilitated? Of course, the core of that is what? Yes.
It starts with an E, I believe.
Thing for older people to do, huh?
I think it starts with an E.
It starts with an E. You're right.
And ends with an E.
Trying to get people and ends with an E, right? So it's trying to get older people to understand how critical it is. They are not to exercise. They are not making any more muscle cells. They are losing muscle cells. But all the muscle cells that are there can be strengthened. And you can definitely stay ahead of that curve.
Yeah, no, that's very true. Very well said. I totally agree. I love that book. That's great.
Yeah, and what they say is that most people assume that growing old is a decline, that you gradually lose strength, you gradually lose balance, you lose all of this, it gets worse and worse. And that's not their paradigm. What they say is what they're proposing is that you live your life at the same level of fitness that you are in your 60s when you get into your 90s. And that you basically don't experience any decline.
Yeah, not only that, go ahead, Susan.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to add in there that there's been recent articles and studies of longevity increasing with people living now well into their hundreds, that being very much of the norm. And whereas we're more educated now with the negative detriments of smoking and alcohol and what have you, and different recreational drugs. So now that we're more educated, and it's great that you're doing a program like that at Family Life Center. How has it been going? Because I know, I can't remember if I told you, but I sent a couple of folks there. Todd, the Bobs, Bob and Robert. The
Bobs came, right?
Yes, yeah, they love it. They were saying it was great.
One of the Bobs came and told me he missed 2 sessions of the group because he was on vacation. He was on a cruise.
That's right.
But he came and told me that while he was on the cruise, he got his 45 minutes of exercise every day.
Ah, very good. Excellent.
And that, I can't tell you how many people come to me and say, "Oh, well, I was on vacation, so I didn't do any exercise." Like vacation is supposed to be vacation. But he came and said, nope, I went on vacation and I got my 45 minutes in every single day. So that was really rewarding to me to have him tell me that.
No, you're right. Yeah, I mean, that's I'll be very open and honest with you. Like when I go out on vacation, exercise is on the least of the priority level for me, unfortunately, and that's not a good example to lead by. But I totally get it. I understand how that happens. Is that we have a regimen or schedule to follow when we're out with family, and family comes first, food comes first, celebrating, partying, but. Then the problem is, what I fall into sometimes is that working out or exercise might not be as important or vital of a priority to do that. So that's one area to improve upon, and myself, I could throw myself in there to be able to get better at. So I think that's excellent.
Right,
that's terrific about Bob being able to do that on his cruise.
Right. That was a direct result of being in the group.
Yes,
that was something he learned from being in the group that he was able to apply to his life right away.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And we also talk about nutrition a little bit. And we talk about both strength training and aerobics, and a little bit about flexibility, but mostly it's aerobics and strength training. Is the emphasis on the book.
Oh, no question. Yeah. I mean, very, very important. One of the things, Susan, that you'll see a lot, and Todd, you could probably appreciate this because you've seen the clientele at Family Life Center, but a lot of times I'm sure you'll have people come up to you, Susan, and tell you that they're intimidated to go into the strength training room and that they're scared because
right.
I don't want to use those big monster machines and equipment. What's a good way for you to kind of get them over that hump, that initial fear of, being able to triumph over that fear of the exercise equipment in the intimidating room there?
Oh, okay. Well, I would suggest working out with a personal trainer to get started. Just if you don't know how to do it, then get somebody that knows how to do it to show you and to guide you through. And Family Life Center actually offers a complimentary orientation
yes,
to new
right.
members.
Yeah.
So any one of the trainers will schedule an orientation and take you through and show you how to do the machines. But that's a one show. That's just a 1 hour kind of thing. So, but I would recommend that people actually hire a trainer for 4 to 6 sessions, just to make sure that they learn how to do it properly, and that they have somebody that can give them some feedback. So definitely, even if you're, I would recommend that people hire a trainer ongoingly, because I think it helps so much to have somebody watching you and giving you feedback on how you're, especially if you're not an experienced exerciser. If you've never been on the machines before, if you've never had a dumbbell in your hand before, it can really give you a lot of confidence, and you'll see a lot better results. But that would be my recommendation.
Yeah, certainly. I totally agree. And Susan, another big word that starts with a C is commitment, and I know the program of Younger Next Year goes over that. What's your take on commitment and some of the pitfalls and challenges that some of the members might see as obstacles to stick to a commitment or a program like that?
Okay, I think it needs to be realistic. It needs to be based on something that they would enjoy doing. If they're forcing themselves to do something, they absolutely hate the treadmill and they assign themselves to do the treadmill every week, they're not going to do it. So, there are lots of classes at Family Life Center and at most gyms. There are lots of classes where there's socialization, where people are doing things together, and there are different kinds of things. Some of them are in the water, some of them are on land. It's like to pick and choose something that you think would be fun. We've got the pickleball at Family Life Center.
Oh yeah, that's
which
right.
I think a lot of people find really stimulating and really enjoyable. They love coming to play pickleball because it's almost like play.
Yeah.
But it is good exercise.
Yeah, certainly.
So I think picking something that you like, that you're willing to stick with, and if being social is important to you, then pick a class. And make it, and understand more than anything, I think, understand that this is something that you need to do for the rest of your life, and not to be in a hurry, not to go overboard, but just to get started with it.
Oh yeah.
If you can't walk but 5 minutes a day, then get out there and walk 5 minutes a day, and then in a few days you'll be able to walk 10 minutes. And then you'll be able to walk 15, and you can just keep building it up at your own pace, but you do need to keep building it up.
Oh yeah, very real true.
They stress in the book that the minimum is 45 minutes a day. That you need to. So ideally, you would be doing 2 sessions of strength training for about 45 minutes twice a week, and then the other 4 days you would be doing aerobics. Yeah,
very well.
You would be moving 6 days a week.
And that kind of.
And it certainly wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt you to do the aerobics the 5th day either.
That's true. No, I totally agree with that. You're right, because that segues into an article that one of the Bobs actually gave me from, of all magazines, the AARP magazine from last month, and it was really cool. I was going to talk to you about this, Susan, because the 2 authors you speak of earlier, Chris Crowley and Henry Lodge, Dr. M.D., for Younger Next Year, they had the 7 rules to stop aging by, quote, Chris and Harry, the 2 authors. So I was going to ask you about those 7 rules and just go over them and ask them your take on it if we were to go through. Because number one, it kind of goes back to what you said. It says exercise 6 days a week for 45 minutes for the rest of your life. I think that's the key word right there, like you said. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, I think that's, people get scared of that, but my take is, I think of the reverse. I'm like, you know what? That's actually good news because, no matter what age we are, you've got the rest of your life to do this, and, that's hopefully a long time, and we can control that. That's what I like, is that we have control of that.
Yes. Right. There's a lot of options.
Yeah, options.
You don't have to decline.
Right. Yeah, smart decisions.
You don't have to go into decline.
Yeah, right. Choices. Like you said earlier, working smart and making those right decisions. That's key.
Right.
Very good. How about number 2, Susan? It says, do serious, and this just goes back to what we just said like 30 seconds ago, do serious aerobic exercise 4 days a week. And again, it injects there for the rest of your life. Aerobic, meaning, for the folks listening, if they're not understanding, what are some good, in addition to pickleball and the swimming pool and such, let's say they don't have a gym membership. What can they do on their own if they, for whatever reason, can't make it to a gym? Walking. Love it. Yeah, walking's really good, definitely. Biking. Yes.
Walking.
Yes.
Swimming
anywhere.
Right. Just basically aerobic means you're using your heart and lungs.
True.
So you want to be doing something that makes you get out of breath.
Yeah, and Todd, I know you can relate. You are a vivid walker because he walks every single day when he goes to the gym and going back. I see him on Peachtree all the time. And that goes for your partner, Todd Rick, spinner, biker, a spin bike, just like Susan was saying. That's another aerobic. He teaches spin classes several times a week, so he knows all about aerobics. All right, very good, Susan. How about number 3? You touched on this. Let's reiterate it. Do serious strength training with weights twice a week for the rest of your life.
Right. That's with weights.
Yes.
That means resistance training. That means lifting something that's heavy.
And I think like you nailed it earlier, too, by encouraging people to, at the very least, get an equipment orientation, which, like you said, at Family Life Center is complimentary. Most gyms it would be. And I totally validate with what you said, too. Get a personal trainer. I think that's wonderful. Get a good personal trainer that knows what they're doing, take you through the equipment. We got a ton of them there at Family Life Center, you and I included, among others. And, that's definitely a great option. Number 4, here's one that's interesting. Number 4, spend less than you make. What are they touching on there, Susan, with being younger next year, to spend less than you make?
Okay, so they do a little bit of, especially Chris, does a little bit of side conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And they're... that is financial. They're talking about financial there, and they do talk about because you need to plan. You need to be aware that you are going to, get older and you're not going to feel like working. So even if you're still working, so that's just basically some financial advice there, so that you don't end up poor.
Oh yeah, I'm a big advocate for health is wealth, and vice versa. Wealth is health.
Absolutely.
I think that says a lot of one's, budgeting and how someone spends their money reflects upon how seriously they take a lot of parameters in their life. That makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. Number 5, here's a fun one. Quit eating crap. What are they referring to there, Susan?
You know what they're referring to there, right?
Quit eating the stuff that I like to eat.
Everybody knows what they're referring to there. It means fast food. It means sugar. It means fat. It means chips. It means foods that don't have any value.
And Todd, you can help us on the opposite to that. Where could they go, say, on a Wednesday afternoon or a Saturday morning right around here in Buckhead if they wanted to get some fresh, healthy options, food that's not crap? What would you suggest to them?
The Peachtree Road Farmers Market.
There you go.
Awesome place.
And where is it?
It's in the church parking lots.
Over there at St. Philip's Episcopal, right across the street there.
At St. Philip's, right across the street from Family Life Center.
That's right.
And at Flaney's Pizza.
There you go. Yes, you got to plug them. All right, number 6.
Yes.
This one's just one word, and it starts with a C. C-A-R-E, care.
Yes. In fact, at one point, Dr. Harry backs off a little. He says, I've been really hyping the exercise and saying it's the number one thing, it's the most important thing for you to do. But care is like, if you don't care, you're not going to exercise. It's like it's the foundation of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at one point it's like care and commit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like really, find something that you care about. And he says, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's your grandchildren. I don't care if it's a charity. I don't care if it's a hobby. I don't care if it's a sport. It doesn't matter, but it needs to be something that you care about and that you're willing to invest your energy in.
I like it. Or in Todd, in my case, animals. We're both big pet lovers. So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what it is, care, big word. And then last and not least, you just nailed it. Let's reiterate it. A couple more C words there. It says number 7 is connect and commit. That's the other big C words.
Commit, right.
Yeah, right. So
I do something, not just care, but actually do something with what you care about. Be active and proactive. So you have something that you care about. If you care about animals, then go do something for animals.
Mm-hmm.
Go connect to other people that are doing that. Go connect to the animals, care, commit, make a commitment to an organization that, that echoes what you care about.
Mm-hmm.
So it means being in action. So actually that's kind of like the exercise, right? It's like, being in action.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You've got to be in action. You got to be moving your body, and you've got to be moving, and you've got to be moving your soul. Yeah,
very good. I like that. And I like that the program you're doing there and having everyone come there because they're committing when they come and connect with you at the Family Life Center with the classes. So, Susan, the classes themselves yes. Tell me a little bit about them, please.
Yeah, I was going to say we are doing another one.
Okay, good.
This is one that we did this summer.
Okay.
But we've got another one scheduled that's going to be starting September 6th. So that's the Wednesday after Labor Day. It's going to be at 6:30 in the evening.
Ah, okay.
At the Family Life Center.
Gotcha. And where's it going to be held at in the Family Life Center specifically?
In the Fireside Room.
Fireside Room. Now, here's a question. Susan, do they have to be members to come to the class?
No.
Okay, good.
There is a charge for it at this point. It's 5 sessions, so it'll go every Wednesday night for another 5 weeks, and it is $25 for all 5 sessions.
Oh gosh, that's such a great value. I mean,
it's really reasonable. Yeah, great value for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's terrific. Very, very good. And
so they would need to see Family Life Center about signing up for it.
Okay, yeah. So they can either go to the front desk
or they could
call
just come, or they could just come that day and and just sign up when they come.
Good.
So we make it easy.
Okay, perfect. No, that's terrific.
We want people to be there.
Yeah, we do. And not only that, Susan, but Todd and I have talked about this before, too. And I've talked about this a lot of previous video blogs. But a lot of people in Buckhead specifically don't know about Family Life Center, be it know where it's at or of it, or do you have to be a church member to join there? I answer these questions often, like multiple times a week. And so I guess, one of these days we need to do just a video blog dedicated to Family Life Center. But if anything, if anybody's listening out there, they don't know about it, it is in the heart of Buckhead right there. Susan, not only do you take clients there, but I had asked you this off camera a few weeks ago because there was somebody I was trying to refer your way. Do you do in-home sessions? I can't remember exactly if you had a specific radius.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't. I just work at Family Life. Yeah.
Okay, so if they want to train with you, they can come there at Family Life Center, but they don't need to be a member of Family Life Center.
And they don't have to be a member. That's the other. They don't have to be a member in order to work with any of the trainers there.
Okay, right.
Okay,
right.
they can. Mm-hmm. They can come and do their training sessions, and not have to have a membership. Although I recommend a membership because when you get the membership, and the memberships are very reasonable.
Right. Exactly.
But if you have a membership, then you have access to all the classes.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I think that's so valuable because you need to be something else doing, and you also have access to all the machines.
Oh yeah, certainly. Yeah,
because
I mean,
if you're
right.
just working with a trainer, the only time you can come there is with your trainer.
Mm-hmm.
But I want, like I said, I want people to be coming back 5 or 6 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
And use the walking track there is just awesome.
Oh yeah, can't forget about the walking track. You're right.
Very spacious walking track, and and all kinds of cardio, rowing machines, ellipticals, treadmills. Yep. We even have a seated elliptical.
Mm-hmm.
Bicycles, all kinds of stuff for aerobics.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that that if you're going to work with a trainer, that I would really recommend you also join the gym.
Yeah.
So that you have access to all those things. We've got some great yoga teachers, too.
Oh, they're terrific. Yeah, Todd, I think you've taken some of the yoga classes there at Family Life Center as well.
I have there's a Angels class on Wednesday. It's an hour and 15 minutes, and there was a Tuesday morning class for an hour. But I tried to get it at least once.
I think they have yoga just about every day.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Every time.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. And, getting back to the rates, like you mentioned, Susan, of how reasonable they are, I think they're like maybe $40 a month. In some cases for the seniors, I think it's in the $20 range. And if they're a church member, I believe it's about $70 a year, which you can't beat that.
I know. The church members have the best deals in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Really do.
Well, then in addition to that, for the folks even more fortunate, if they have a health insurance plan that's covered through Silver Sneakers, I believe Silver Sneakers they covered 100%, I believe.
They do. You get a free gym membership if your insurance has Silver Sneakers, and that's the Medicare supplement policy that most people have.
Right.
That help them with expenses above and beyond what Medicare pays.
Right.
Many of those plans have the Silver Sneakers program as part of their plan.
And the folks don't even know about it.
People don't know about it. They don't know that it's the Silver Sneakers even exist, much less that Family Life Center is the Silver Sneakers gym.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's an issue right there. I think you and we ought to team up, Susan and Todd, like the three of us. Maybe we just pick a day and we can ask, the manager there and say, can we set up a big table there? And, hey, Susan, Todd, and Tarryn are going to sign people up through Silver Sneakers, and we'll be there from 10 to 2, we'll have some balloons there, some pastries and drinks, and healthy pastries, and not crap. And I think we ought to do that. We ought to get them signed up.
I'll tell you something that Avery told me the other day is that we're going to have a tent at the farmers market.
Ah, there we go. There you go, Todd. Farmers market.
On August 16th, I think it's August 16th.
Perfect.
Which is the Wednesday night. They have a farmers market on Saturday and Wednesday. So it's Wednesday. It's in the evenings, like 4:30 to 8:30, and we're going to be there. So that's where we could do that.
Oh, there we go. Excellent.
We can go sign people up, right?
Todd, you and we ought to bring our video camera there and record that and do a GoTarryn TV vlog there.
Yeah, definitely, Tarryn. Put that on your show. Right?
That'll be terrific. Yeah,
I
love it.
Cool.
We'll put that date on the calendar. Well, Susan, always a pleasure having you on here. We've had you on.
I appreciate it.
No, our pleasure. Before we let you go, if you don't mind, can we please plug your contact information and any other things that we could plug so people could learn more about you and connect with you in case they need to give you a call and ask any other follow-up questions, please?
Yes, they can call me at 404-358-1675. Or they can visit me on my website at susanlongley.com.
Excellent. We'll have that on the screen when we fade to black
Thank
momentarily.
you,
Yes, my pleasure. Well, again, Susan, always a wonderful treat having you. And Todd, any other questions of Susan or anything in conclusion we can say to wrap things up here before we let her go?
Great website, Susan. I looked at it about 3 times today. Awesome.
Oh, thank you.
That's
and they shared the video of the elderly woman working out on the equipment.
Yeah, Todd is so great about that. He does a great job of sharing. I thought that's tremendous. I saw that, Todd. That was wonderful. That was very, very good. You guys are connected on Facebook, I assume, Susan and Todd.
I follow her, but I see her every day.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not very, very diligent about doing Facebook. I get on it about once a month, so I need to start doing that more. So, but thanks. I enjoy the website. I've actually got another video of me playing tennis with one of my. I'm also actually certified in Alzheimer's care.
Oh.
So I've had a number of clients with Alzheimer's.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I have a little video of me playing tennis with one of my Alzheimer's clients.
Oh, that is so cool.
So I need to put that on there. So thanks for reminding me about that. I'll work on that.
Oh, we got to see that. Well, Susan, thank you so much for coming on the show, and we've talked about a lot.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Tarryn.
Oh, thank you. This 30 minutes flew by really fast, and we went over so many different topics here, and again, always a treat having you on here. So I guess until we see you next time, Susan, we'll be seeing you at Family Life Center. And
all right, great. Thank you, Tarryn.
Yeah, my
Bye,
pleasure.
Todd.
All right,
Bye,
Susan, Todd, we'll see y'all. And folks, here comes her contact information right now.